you my top 3 expensive mistakes we've made on cruises so that you won't do the same thing.
I'm Shannon Tremaine, and this is Nix the Norm. I'm so excited!
The world is starting to open up again and we're ready to travel. As you know,
I love cruising.
and I've already got one planned coming up. But there have been some huge mistakes that we've made. And what's worse is that we were following the advice we heard on YouTube. So I'm gonna tell you all about it. If you love cruising like I do, I hope you'll subscribe and be sure to hit that like and notifications button. So here's our big mistakes.
Number 1.
Don't buy any special dining package before you research what restaurants are on that particular ship. Here's what can happen. Let's say you're used to going on Royal Caribbean's or NCL's big ships, and you're used to having so many restaurants to choose from. Then you book another cruise on that same line, but a smaller ship, and you buy the dining package because that's what you've always done. You might be really disappointed. We love all the different restaurants on the bigger ships, but then recently booked a trip on Royal Caribbean's Enchantment of the Seas. On that ship, there's only one specialty restaurant available, as opposed to the bigger ships that might have 5 or more. So do your research before you buy that package because they're expensive.
Number 2.
I know, you're gonna want to book your private cabana on your cruise line's private island early because they really do sell out fast. That's what all the YouTubers will tell you, and they are right. But they are sometimes up to $1,500 for the day. And if the weather is lousy, you're still stuck paying for that, even if you don't want to use it. That's a mistake we won't want to make again. So if you're positive that you'll still get a lot of use out of it, even if it's cold or rainy, then by all means, book it early. But if you like to play things by ear, like my family does, then you might want to skip the private cabana because sometimes they cost as much as an entire cruise.
Number 3.
You know how cruise lines are always pushing you to buy arcade credits before you get on the ship? Sometimes it's a great deal because it can save you up to 20%, maybe even more. But do your due diligence because some arcades are terrible on cruise lines. I love arcades. In fact, one of the highlights of sailing on NCL's Escape for me was that at the time of my sailing, they had a Star Wars battle pod in their arcade, which is one of my favorite games in the world. So it would have been a smart move to get those arcade credits early for us. But then on the Royal Caribbean Enchantment of the Seas, the arcade is just the saddest place on the ship. And I heard so many people saying things like, how am I supposed to spend $100 worth of credit in this lousy arcade? They were so mad, and I don't blame them. So look on YouTube and see if you can find a really good full ship tour that covers the arcade before you blow your money on credit. So those are my top 3 mistakes that really can end up being expensive. I hope this helps you plan your next adventure and that you'll hit that like button and please subscribe.
Thanks for watching.